Welcome back to this part of the episode. Thanks for listening to the Gunpowder, Propane, and Jesus podcast. Let's light it up.
So what's your favorite place to hunt at?
Tennessee, probably. With the agriculture that Tennessee has and the landscape that, especially from the central part of the state all the way to, Memphis, is just everything that you could want in turkey habitat, giant deer, plenty of ducks to hunt. It really is probably my favorite state to hunt. As far as just for all of, the wild game that I enjoy hunting, Tennessee's, it's definitely up there. Even the East Tennessee, the mountains, it's just beautiful over there.
Yeah.
I love North Carolina, where I'm from. North Carolina doesn't do as much for the public land hunter.
I didn't see a lot of bear hunting out of you this year. Did you do a lot?
Man, I went one time.
Really?
Yep.
I remember when I met Stetson, he was going like every day.
Yeah. Yeah. When I sold my dogs, I don't know, man. I still love it, and I miss it every day. But doing what I do, there was no way that I could keep the pack of dogs that I had at the house. Yeah. And, when you're gone for 2 full weeks of not being home, you got to find somebody to feed them. And, I was calling Gus and Evan and, Chapman and Kurtz. I mean, I was trying to find anybody I could to make sure that they were fed and watered. And if one of them gets out, then you got to worry about, having somebody go chase it down. And
you start talking about how far you got to drive to run dogs from here.
Yeah. It takes me, I have to go 4 hours to find, a bear to run or to hunt or whatever. So it got to the point. Now, I'll be the first to tell you right now, and Bethany, if you ever listen to this, you already know, because we've done had this conversation. If there is ever a population of bear that is introduced into this area of Georgia or South Carolina that we live in, there will be another pack of hounds.
They're creeping down, man.
There's a few.
There's a few in Graniteville right there that live right behind Sage Valley.
There's a few out in Edgefield. There was a couple seen in Aiken.
I saw 4 or 5 pictures, trail cam pictures in McCormick County.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to sunbathe in McCormick.
No, a buddy of mine's got one that comes through his yard in Graniteville a decent amount. They got it on their Ring camera.
Yeah, Patrick Murphy had one on his camera last year during the spring.
That's right, because he's right over there behind Sage. Somewhere.
He's right behind Sage. Yep. And so there was a couple days that, I was going to try to take my dogs over there and run it. But the minute there's a population healthy enough around here to be able to at least run dogs, I'll have another pack.
How many dogs do you need to hunt a bear?
I mean, you got to have 6 or 7.
Schofield, you're done. I can't wait for Bruce to come back from
bear
the dead.
hunting's one of those things where the more you have, the more dogs you have running a bear, the better chance you have of putting it up a tree or stopping it. But you could go out with 1 or 2 dogs and kill a bear. I think the most I ever had at one time was 9 at my house.
Good Lord.
Down here, now we have all kinds of places in North Carolina to keep dogs. So between my family and all my friends, we probably had 30 head of dogs.
Goodness.
Are you doing any fly fishing? You still doing fly fishing?
Yeah.
Last time we were here, I was going fly fishing in Bryson City.
That's right.
I loved it, man.
Yep.
I didn't catch a daggone thing. I don't even know if I was doing it right, but just getting that line work going, man, it was so
it's
peaceful.
Therapeutic. It
was, man. Yeah. It was so hypnotic and just I don't know. Chapman was no help other than helping me tie my line because I couldn't see the line.
Well, he told you, he said when he found out who you was going, you was like, you're not going to catch nothing.
I tried to tell you
that, yeah.
Fly fishing, yeah. I mean, I found out we can fly fish in Columbia.
Really?
There is trout in the Saluda River, the upper Saluda in Columbia.
Oh, man.
They stock it.
Not know that.
When's the best time to go fly fishing? Is it the cold months?
Spring.
I think you told
Almost
me.
now.
Yeah, right
Really?
now.
We're getting there.
Go fly fishing next weekend?
Yeah, dude.
The spring and the fall.
Let's do it. What are you doing next Saturday?
The best time. in North Carolina.
Golly, why can't you not preach for once, man? Golly.
He's trying to save lost souls, and you're just trying to fly fish.
I want to save fish from dying in the river
and dying in your front.
I mean, you can go to North Carolina with me. I'll probably fish a day or two while I'm up there.
I don't know if the bed will hold me and you.
Oh my Lord!
You got a twin bed. Didn't
Is that your first question you ask any travel that you're going to take?
What?
That concern popped in your head really quickly.
How big is your bed?
Is your frame sturdy?
What is the max rating for your bed frame?
Did they forge the frame in the fires of Mount Doom? That is my first question every time. I do have to watch.
John has to make sure it's not a Temu bed frame.
Yeah, like my soundboard.
Yeah,
shut your mouth over there.
My goodness.
Oh man.
All right. So over the past year, since you've gone out in full-time evangelism, where's been your favorite place to preach at?
And your worst place and why you hated them all.
I'll answer the first one. I'll plead the fifth on the second
I think
one.
I got a good place in mind where I know you like to preach at, but I want to know where your favorite place is.
Man, every place is just so different.
All right. Well, when you go somewhere, what's the place that feels most like home? I won't say favorite.
Probably
obviously.
Greater Life. Jonathan McNeese's church.
Yeah.
That.
I figured there.
Shout out Jonathan McNeese.
Yeah, Jonathan's church is just, it's
That
so
church is
unique.
beautiful too.
So unique. And I mean, Jonathan knows, he's my hero. He's probably one of the men who's been the most influential in my ministry life.
Yeah.
And helped me out the most as far as just number one, an encouragement. But number two, if I've got questions, I'll go to him a lot first. Just because I feel like when he gives advice, it's never bad. There's never bad advice that comes from Jonathan McNeese.
Yeah.
And he's so sincere with it. But that church is it's different. It's just different.
Yeah.
And I love it. You walk in, man, and every single guy that walks in that church is wearing like Wranglers and cowboy boots and got a skull ring in their back pocket.
Heck
and I mean,
yeah.
just got their cowboy hat on or, whatever. They just got out of the woods. But I do love it. Shane's church is great. That church is booming. They're getting ready to finish up their new building.
They just had the pad poured or something.
Yeah, I'll be down there in May, preaching for them. So I do love Shane's church, and Shane is probably, Shane's probably one of my best friends, in this whole world, outside of like my brother and Evan and some of those guys. But Shane just don't care about cliques and circles and groups and this and that and the other. Shane's just going to be friends with whoever wants to be friends with. And he's always been just so welcoming and open about, anytime that I want to come preach and stuff. And I appreciate guys that do that, but I hate when guys do that. And they're like, man, anytime you want to come preach, you just come on. I'm not going to call you and be like, hey, man, I'm coming down to preach this weekend. I'll be there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So you better have people at the church. Like, I appreciate those guys, but I've never done that. And I probably never will do that where I'm like, hey, man, I'm going to come down this weekend, But
it's the same as someone being like, man, if I can ever help you with anything, let me know.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You will never know.
Exactly. But yeah, Shane's church, man, they should be in their new building pretty soon.
Who's Shane?
Shane Newton. He pastors Morning View Baptist Church in Ackworth, Georgia.
Okay.
No, it was an awesome little church. We went up there with him one day while he preached, and man, everybody was just as friendly as can be.
Yeah.
Just down to earth, nothing overboard. It was just top of the line as far as like welcoming, but top of the line as far as being like down home, you know.
Yeah.
And they flat go to church, man.
Oh yeah, they do. That choir can
They've got
sing.
one of the best choirs you'll ever hear. They just flat go to church.
That Victory Baptist is a terrible church, man. Golly. They got this youth pastor.
Yeah.
Creeper vibe,
Oh,
man.
man.
He sits behind me, man, and he just
Yeah.
don't quit talking every Sunday morning.
Have you smelled his breath on a Sunday? It's like garlic and vodka, man. It's
This
weird.
Sunday,
My goodness.
No, I have fun sitting in front of Evan. We joke.
since you were in New York, there was another security guy was on that front row.
He sucked, didn't he?
And I stood up at one point and I hit him in the back of the head with my Bible. And I said,
You're not Aaron.
I said, oh, I'm sorry, man. And he's like, oh, it's all good. I said, typically it'd be Aaron and I wouldn't apologize. So that's why it took me a couple seconds to say sorry because I didn't feel I had to for a minute.
And I joke all the time. And Bethany and I, we talk, and I'm not trying to get sappy and emotional or anything because he's in here. But for the longest time, Bethany prayed that I would find a friend down here that enjoyed hunting and stuff as much as I did. Because a lot of guys down here hunt, but they don't know the love that I have for it.
Yeah.
Until Evan came. And
Oh, I thought you were going to say me.
yeah, you're a close second. You are a close second.
Sorry.
Super
You looked
close.
in my eyes when you were saying all this, and I was going to cry a little bit. But
No, man. Evan, golly, man, he's become one of my best friends. And being able to do ministry together and to travel together some, and then having somebody who enjoys hunting as much as I do and knows as much about hunting as I do, probably knows more about public land hunting than I'll ever, he's probably forgot more than I'll ever know when it comes to public land hunting.
Public land hunting sucks.
It's just different, man. It's just different. And the guys that can do it successfully, to me, are
stone cold.
genuine hunters.
Yeah,
They're true hunters.
It goes better if you remember your rangefinder.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. But, I mean, the guy walks in, Jordan, blind, hunts a place that he's never been to or ever hunted, and shoots a 120-some inch 8-pointer, He didn't kill it, but still, he had a chance.
That's more than a lot can say.
I couldn't have.
He got the fur off of it.
Yeah, I couldn't have picked a spot out and went and sat and had a chance of shooting a cow horn spike, much less a 120-some inch 8-pointer.
So what's the difference in hunting private land and public land?
There's about 10 million people trying to hunt the same 50 acres.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh,
can't-
okay.
There's so many rules. You can't bait. You can't
Can't take your
plant
four-wheelers
food,
in.
stuff.
And
Yeah, it's just
you parking at the road and you just walking as far as you can
And
possibly
normally on your
go
walk
to
out,
get
you
away
get
from
greeted by the
everybody.
wonderful game wardens.
Oh, gotcha.
yeah, man. Them game wardens, they
Wait, you can't bait?
Not on public.
not on public land.
Darn.
There's a lot of rules on public land.
I got a certificate. A
I
certification.
need some traps. I got a couple coyotes that I'm.
Yeah, that's a problem in itself. The coyote population is
Coyotes.
ridiculous.
Are they
around
delicious though?
No.
here. Couldn't tell you.
I wouldn't eat
Never
one.
tried one.
I just want to shoot them.
Have you ever willingly ate a dog?
Yeah. Thailand. It's delicious over there.
It's like spring break.
It's a
2017.
delicacy over there.
That's where we went for a senior trip. Victory Baptist.
Yeah, I think just to piggyback off what you said, you get a lot of friends that overlap with certain areas of your life, but when you get a friend that understands where you're at, like Stetson said, it might sound goofy, but just like being in ministry, love for the outdoors. We both got young kids. Our families are in the same spot.
You want me to swap
Oh, you're not
seats
talking
with
about me.
You want me to swap?
You're not talking about me. I thought you were talking about me.
when God opens a door, it gives you a friendship
That's right.
that clicks.
It definitely
be
makes life
thankful for
easier.
it.
Yeah, it does.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it does. And like I've got a lot of good friends down here. And I know without a shadow of a doubt, I could call Aaron or John or Jordan or, a number of guys at any given time who are going to be there to help. But
Unless you're moving, don't call me for moving.
I'm no help.
But-
I'll eat the fridge.
Yeah.
Whatever's in the fridge, I'll help clean that out. That's it.
An idiot.
I'm not moving the fridge, but I'll eat whatever's in there.
When you helped me when I moved in,
Did I?
you showed up and brought me a meat
Oh,
cleaver
yeah,
and then
yeah,
you
the
left.
cleaver. Yep, and a
He
gravy
didn't help.
boat. Yeah,
He just added to
I
it.
just added to you.
So here, carry this inside. I'll see you later.
You were done by the time we got there. I planned it perfectly.
Yeah, you did.
So,
God,
what were you
bless it.
saying? Sorry, you were going somewhere.
don't know.
Yeah, I forgot.
oh, just that, on any given day, I could call a number of guys that are going to be there to help and pray for you and do whatever they can. But I don't have a list of guys that I can call and say, look, man, this is what I'm struggling with right now, who is going to understand and be able to, speak, guidance into whatever that situation may be. There's not a huge list of guys that I can do that for. I've got some preacher friends and some evangelist friends that are on the road that, we talk a lot, and because we're all sharing, some of the same struggles and the same battles, but having somebody, physically close by that you can really just, kind of pour out whatever it is you're facing, pour your heart out to, that understands. It's different.
Yeah.
It makes doing things a lot easier. Evan and I went to Oasis conference that Heath Williams puts on, and dude, it was incredible.
Yeah.
But just some of the conversations we had on the way up and on the way back are conversations I couldn't have riding down the road with John and John understand any of it.
Yep.
They're just different.
Yeah.
Which you can't have a conversation with John really, period, for him to understand any of it. But John was probably a bad example of that.
Yeah, that's not a good example at all.
You can start the conversation off good, but it's going south real quick.
Yeah, I promise you, if you start your conversation at point A, you're going to be at point Z in about 30 seconds.
Yeah. We're not getting anywhere you need to be, brother.
And I think God, in each season of life, God places different people in your life for those
For sure.
seasons. Because each season, there's going to be different people. But along with each season comes that one person or two people that are going through the same season with you.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, for sure.
that's one thing that I've enjoyed about getting closer to God is each season He puts somebody different in my life that I can get close with.
Yeah.
And they don't, not necessarily once that season's over, they don't go away. That just adds to the friend list, but
Yeah.
somebody there to help me through that season, or me to help them through their season, or,
And so it doesn't matter what season of life we're in, my struggles look differently now than they did before I went into full-time evangelism. And then I have a lot of the same struggles. Financial struggles are always going to be financial struggles, no matter what avenue of life you're in. But some of the mental and spiritual battles that I'm facing now are way different than the ones that I was, prior to going into full-time evangelism. One of the biggest ones is loneliness. You're around hundreds of people every night. You're around people all the time. But dude, I'm talking
There's no
like
connection.
lonely.
when you get in that truck,
Lonely.
spend hours driving, or in the hotel by
Sit
yourself.
in the hotel. And Bethany, thankfully, her job allows her to be able to travel, pretty much whenever she wants to. But in order for her to do her job effectively, she can't just go when she wants to.
Yeah.
So it's not like she's traveling with me every weekend or every week or whatever the case may be. So there are some days, man, where you want to talk about some dark, lonely places.
Yeah.
It gets dark and lonely. And I think more than anything, the devil just uses that as one of his tactics to really just beat you down. Because, obviously we could get really cliche and know the Bible tells us that, Jesus will never leave us nor forsake us. But, brother, there's been some times where I didn't feel like there was anybody in a million miles riding down the highway.
You call me next time, I'll make you laugh. Okay,
I don't doubt that at all. I don't doubt that one bit.
Oh man!
But I've never, ever, ever, and I will echo this till the day that I take my last breath. I have never regretted serving Jesus.
Oh yeah,
No.
Ever.
Yeah.
There's been some times where I was like, God, are you sure you're telling me to do this?
Oh yeah,
And then 2 days later, I'm like, God, why did I even doubt it?
for sure. For sure.
It's always rewarding. I'm not a financial or monetary reward, but just the feeling he gives you when you're obedient to him.
Oh, 1,000%. 1,000%.
Do you think you'll ever go from full-time evangelism to, what is it?
Pastor?
A parishioner?
So I don't know parishioner sort.
Jordan, you okay, buddy? You haven't said nothing. Why don't you say something? Make sure you're alive, buddy.
Say the word he's looking for.
Let's light it up.
I don't even know what he was going for right there.
Parishioner.
Parishioner.
That sounds kind of like it should be in the Epstein files or something.
That was the Methodist term I
Clergy.
heard. Yeah.
We're going to get him an encyclopedia for his next birthday.
Make sure it's got pictures and one letter.
I've learned in ministry to never say never.
Yeah.
You can't ever say I won't do this, because that'll be the very thing that God tells you to go do next. I could see myself one day.
Yeah.
But I know without a shadow of a doubt I'm doing what I'm supposed to do right now. And I think one of the hardest things is, and I'm by no means throwing shade at anybody or knocking anybody, but you get a lot of guys who will just self-promote them into full-time evangelism, and then 2 months later they're pastoring a church, or they've been pastoring a church, and then they step out and say, okay, well, now I'm in full-time evangelism. And this was as much of a calling on my life as the day that God called me to preach.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all evangelists in that sense of the word terminology, but full-time evangelism, that is a very, very small circle of people. And especially after COVID, like it got a lot smaller. But it is 1,000% as much of a calling on my life as when God called me to preach, or God calling Evan to be the youth pastor at Victory, And like I said, I'm not.
How long
knocking.
for that calling's up?
Bro, Evan's got the gift.
He does.
I mean, he could be the youth pastor for as long as he wanted to, but he's got a pastoral gift he really connects with people well. And his guidance and I'm trying to think of the word that I'm looking for. He's just got it. He is made to pastor people.
That's right.
Whether it's teens or whatever the case may be.
Would that be parishioning?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Lord,
Clergy Schofield.
Yeah.
We'll get you a black shirt.
One thing
with a
I
white,
noticed about
white collar.
Stetson, is you not having any like Bible college training or anything like that. You command a room.
Yeah.
Like the message this morning, every time I hear you, man, you just do it. What gave you that ability? Like we know God, but where do you think you learned a lot of your skills in public speaking and taking control like you do?
I don't really know, other than my dad was always one of those guys that when he walked into the room, everybody listened.
Yeah.
And it's not something that I think you can learn as much as it is just natural. But man, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I'm about as illiterate as anybody you'll ever meet. I have very, very little biblical knowledge and education. I've done zero Bible school or college or anything like that. But I'm sure I said it, the last time. I repeat this a lot. The biggest thing with me is just being genuine and real. Because at the end of the day, I don't care if you like me or if you don't. I'm not here to please a man. I'm here to please God.
Yeah.
That's who I'm serving. And there's a lot of people that don't like me. There's a lot of people that most of them don't understand or know me. But I was always that one, growing up, especially, where I was just loud and was friends with everybody. And then when I went through what I went through, it just changed.
Yeah.
Everything changed. I could have made friends with a tree, before I went through what I went through. And I don't know, something switched, something changed. And it did harden my heart a little bit as far as caring what people thought about me. But at the end of the day, as long as I'm genuine and real and honest, like don't ask me if you want an opinion on something, because I promise you're going to get the most honest opinion that I have, whether it hurts somebody's feelings or not.
Yeah.
And so there are parts of that, you know, I wish I could change as far as people that like me better or whatever the case may be. I don't know. But I just don't care. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not here to please, you know, everybody else. As long as I can pillow my head at night knowing that I'm doing what God called me to do and that I'm serving him and doing my best to please him, then that's really all I care about.
It's the way it should be.
Yeah.
You shouldn't cater to the audience. You should just cater to the one, and that's the Lord, and he'll do the rest.
Well, we're getting close to the end of time. Stetson, take the last few minutes, share whatever's on your heart. You know, anything you can say to uplift a man or help him get through something, whatever you got.
I think the season that I'm in right now, one of the biggest things that I have really come to understand and appreciate is never question God's direction.
Yeah.
Because I did when God was calling me to preach, I questioned it. And then for the last however long, him calling me into full-time evangelism, I questioned it. And there are days now that I still question it. And what makes it worse is those outside voices that also question it. Well, if you were called into full-time evangelism, why are you not booked 52 weeks this year? Well, I don't have the answer for that. I don't know the reason for that. I also don't think that stuff just happens overnight.
No.
But at the same time, I'm busier than I've ever been. The Lord has opened more doors in the last 6-7 months than I ever could have dreamed. And I'm happier than I've ever been.
Yeah.
I'm as broke as I've ever been. And that's tough for me because money burns a hole in my pocket. And it's all spent on hunting stuff. So, it's kind of terrible, but,
you know, I do have to ask, where'd you get the Love Jesus Hunt Turkeys shirt? Is that your
No,
your
there was this really, really small, table at NWTF this year. The guy that owns it is out of Spartanburg, and he and I just really hit it off, and he had a ton of Love Jesus Hunt Turkey stuff. And so I told him, I said, I'm really disappointed. I said, I don't know why I didn't think of something like that first and market that first, because probably one of the smallest booths at NWTF, probably the least amount of merchandise at NWTF, and he probably was the most attracted booth at NWTF.
Really?
Dude, smoked.
It's everywhere.
That week.
It's everywhere now.
Yeah.
Name drop him.
Rise Outdoors.
Rise Outdoors.
Rise Outdoors. That's all it is. He's out of Spartanburg, up in the upstate, and dude, smoked it. And it's probably the hottest brand of clothing that you can buy in the outdoor industry right now. Everybody's buying it up.
You could do a sweatshirt. Forget a rangefinder, miss a deer. Sorry. I'm sorry. I just I really like that. That's
dude,
a cool to the heart.
I got a bunch of his stuff while I was there because I thought, man, what a simple but yet could not be one of the most truer statements that represents me anyways. That I could ever find.
If you think about it, in ministry or in Christianity or whatever, some of the best messages you'll ever hear are just simple.
Oh yeah.
I think people try to overcomplicate it.
For sure. But yeah, the biggest thing for me is, I could never have dreamed that I am where I am right now. And I wouldn't want to imagine life any other way than the way that it is right now, but don't ever question God's direction. It's not going to be the easiest road, and nobody ever said it was, but it will be the best decision you've ever made to just give in and follow him.
Yeah. Amen. Well, you want to pray us out?
Yeah.
Should we call Bethany?
You probably should. If you really want to get a hold of heaven, you should probably call my wife.
Put her on the phone.
You should
Plug her in. Let's give her a call. You want to call her for real?
We can.
Hang on. We got to get it. These are always good, and listeners love these.
He's like, yeah, it was called. Oh, right now?
Sorry. We're calling her.
Yeah, you're being for real. Are you connecting a pair of headphones?
Yeah, that's fine. I guess. I don't know. Just whatever it says.
We hope this
We've
works.
been trying to do these. I should have got it before I had you. I'll edit this so it's before, and I don't know.
Yeah, we hope this works.
It's going to work.
You FaceTiming her?
Yeah.
So that way she sees the
The
mic.
way she sees the mic and
Quickly.
knows the minute she answers not to say something crazy.
Hey, is this Miss
You
Bethany
were on the
Stafford?
podcast.
Hey, Miss Bethany, this is Big John from the Gunpowder, Propane, and Jesus podcast. We got Aaron, we got Evan, we got Jordan, and we got your husband here. We just wanted to call you and ask you some questions.
She's saying she can't. She's in a classroom right now.
Bethany.
She just hung up.
Oh my Lord, she doesn't love you. Well, we've got that recorded at least. So.
I figured that was about how that would go.
Hey, man, some people got to work real jobs while we sit in
Yeah,
the room and
real.
make jokes.
She's making the biscuits.
She's making the bread right now.
Well, yeah, thank you for coming, Evan. It was a pleasure having
Oh,
you
dude,
here.
I have fun with it.
Man, I want to find oil with you in the 1930s, okay?
Yeah.
There will be blood. That's what I'm thinking. But Stetson, thanks for coming. Jordan,
Yeah, thanks for having me.
not saying a word the whole time. Can we get a let's light it up?
Nope.
You know what?
Not after that.
We're
Tell him it's pretty hard to speak when John's
Oh,
in
he
the room.
when
knows.
John's here. Aaron,
What?
thanks for being so ugly.
Mm-hmm.
We love you. Can you pray healing over Aaron's face?
Mm.
Yeah, he needs it.
That's a miracle.
That's why Angie won't be up when he comes home from New York for a week. Look at that thing.
I wouldn't miss his face either.
I know. Yeah, old bulldog looking joker.
It's worse than a bulldog, bro.
Oh man. Well, thanks guys for listening. Go ahead and pray us out there, brother Stetson. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having us. Lord, we love you. We thank you for all that you've done, for all that you are doing. And God, I thank you for these men that's in this room right now. I thank you for how you're working in their lives, Lord, how you're blessing their business, their ministries. God, we pray that you just continue to do a work that only you can do. God, we pray that through everything that is done, through this podcast, through this ministry, Lord, is just pointing others to you. God, we give you the honor and the glory for everything that you have done and will do, for it's in the name of Jesus. So we do pray. Amen.
Thanks for listening, and remember, the smoke may settle, but the embers stay lit. This was the Gunpowder, Propane, and Jesus podcast, where stories ignite, spirits rise, and the fire never quits.